Hey everyone, welcome back to The Grid. I'm Molly Jacob alongside Rafael, Flores, the 15th ranked Yankee prospect here at the Somerset Patriots. We're going to go through your Instagram. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
So looking at spring training, Aaron Boone surprised you with your favorite player growing up, Alfonso Soriano. What was this like?
I mean, it was sick. He had told me a day prior because we were on the road, and he's like, because he was quizzing me on like retired numbers and stuff, and the Alfonso Soriano topic came up, and he just said, oh, he might be there tomorrow. And then the following day came, and he told me to wait by my locker, and it was him walking around the corner, and it was sick. He speaks Spanish too, so I was able to speak to him in English and Spanish, and I got some good information out of him. It was pretty cool. He's awesome.
So speaking of this past spring training, you won the Kevin Lawn Award, Positional Player of the Year. How big of an honor was this?
It was awesome. I think, being able to share that with Cam, me and Cam got to know each other very well, and we played a lot with each other, and I mean, it was sick. It was a cool experience, yeah. I wouldn't trade it for the world, for sure.
Especially because the Yankees discovered you in Alaska when you were playing baseball out there. So for you to come this far along, what would your younger self tell you?
I mean, just keep working. I feel like hard work for sure pays off. And, you know, I always go back to my hometown and talk to a bunch of the kids around my area, and I always tell them, like, dude, you never know who's watching, because I didn't know who was watching me, and I'm playing here in AA now, and it's been fun.
That's really inspiring. So going to your family, your brother-in-law got you into baseball. Talk to me about him.
Him and my sister got married. That's why he's my brother-in-law. He was just the one to kind of influence everything. He was the one that paid for my gloves, paid for my catcher's gear. We went out to trips. You know, he was paying. Everybody helped, of course, but he definitely was the molder of everything. And yeah, in that picture, that was the first time they came to watch me play professionally, and it was in Hudson Valley, and it was a blast. I'm so happy that happened at least once in my career.
I want to dive into your captions because you have some pretty clever ones. This one saying Anaheim kid in New York.
Yeah.
When you were typing this, was it thrilling for you to be wearing pinstripes and type that?
I mean, definitely. I grew up in Anaheim, obviously, and not many people from my high school or just my area really played professionally, and so I mean, I just felt like it was the right thing to put in that moment. I felt like I was playing well, and I was like, screw it, let's do it. I feel good about it.
Hey, you gotta be proud.
Yeah.
This caption, I love my job, keep the funny faces. And I love Ben Bryce's comment, do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. Talk about the camaraderie you have with your teammates and the way you're able to display that on the field and on Instagram.
I just think it's so important, especially if you want to be a winning team. You have to be able to be yourself around your teammates and laugh and take stuff seriously, and I think that's all a really good mixture into making a really good team, and I mean, having a lot of success on the field.
And then now we have perpendicular hands. Is this for hitting? What does this mean?
I was playing first that day, and we were doing squishy balls off the machine, and Max Burt was showing me how to really do them, and he said you have to get your hand perpendicular to the floor. So then I don't know, I feel like a lot of my captions are inside jokes or stuff that I've heard throughout the day or the week, so I kind of just use those, and it's kind of funny.
And it all goes back to the brotherly bond that you share on and off the field.
Exactly.
I love it. Okay, your bio. Too much shoulder on the chip. Explain this.
So me and Grant Richardson, we had a whole year of we called each other suspects. We were suspects, we weren't prospects, and it was just a matter of just having a chip on your shoulder. But one day I was tired or whatever, and I said I had too much shoulder on my chip, and that stuck from that point on. And so anytime I see him, we're keep that shoulder on the chip, and it kind of stuck. And I like to put it there because it reminds me of, like I said, being a kid from Alaska that gets picked up out of nowhere. It just, I like to use that to ride my career.
And now we have your first concert, Post Malone.
Yeah.
What was this like?
It was sick. First ever concert. I'm not a big concert person, so I got to enjoy Post Malone. I mean, he's sick. I love his song. I love his music. I've dabbled into his country music a little bit, but it's all right.
And then, are you a WWE fan?
I was. Growing up, I watched so much WWE. I watched John Cena, Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton, Chris Jericho, Rey Mysterio. All those guys I grew up watching them, and Monday Night Raw, I could geek about it, but it's awesome.